What's good, everybody? It's your boy CilverkidWorld for Clever. I don't know if it's camera. Oh, there it is. So what's good, everybody? It's your boy CilverkidWorld for Clever right here on YouTube. Once again, right here on my iPad again. Now, I want to talk about this NX, but the thing is, I'm more patient than you ever been. Now, to me, at Size, I've been looking at more Pokemon Sun and Moon news since that's coming out this year, and not just Pokemon, but Paper Mario and Cold Splash. I've been looking at that kind of news. Cause look, the thing is, a lot of people, it just every day I hear people on the internet complain about, oh, the NX is not shown yet. NX is not shown yet. Like that's the only thing Nintendo has going for them. The only thing Nintendo is doing right now. They have a 3DS lineup. They have Paper Mario Color Splash. They have the Legend of Zelda and Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now a lot of people just think the NX is waiting. Look, I'm patient because Nintendo got more to show than just the NX. I'm patient, and that's why I don't trip about them not showing it yet. Matter of fact, the system does come out in March, but I can hold off because I already are covering a lot of stuff for Nintendo. When the NX is well in reach, I'll cover the NX. But that's when Nintendo actually does it. But I'm not gonna say nothing else about the NX. And it's because you hear this every day. Nintendo's not showing us the NX. Hurry up and show us the NX. How come Sony fans was patient enough to wait until September? They didn't really bombard Sony almost every day, but every day since the system was announced in 2015, they've been bombarding Nintendo. Hey, look, Nintendo. When are you going to show this NX off? When are you going to show this NX off? When are you going to show this NX off? This and that. Blah, 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 blah. It's been that since 2015 for Nintendo. Nintendo said, we'll say something in 2016. They were still asking, show it off now. Show it off now. People started guessing that the system comes out this year. Nintendo said 2017, the year I said it was going to come out, because I knew Nintendo was not going to rush a console to the market just to get people, just to recover the Wii U sales. Nintendo knows how to take an L, unlike Sony, unlike Microsoft. Nintendo knows how to take an L, and they know what to do with their consoles. Yeah, Nintendo's hard-headed, but when it comes down to holding their L's, they hold it responsibly. Do they learn from it? Sometimes, but they are able to take what they learn and apply it to something else. Just look. A lot of people just don't know. A lot of people telling Nintendo to rush this console to market. I will agree with those who are saying, hey, look, if the NX ain't gonna come, like if the NX is delayed, at least they're releasing more Wii U games. And I truly agree that Nintendo should have a healthy lineup of Wii U games up to the NX release. But it's such a shame that they don't, to keep the fans impatient. But the thing is about that, the NX is going to dip into those sales of games. So it was going to waste so much time putting those games on the Wii U, knowing that people are going to ignore those games for the NX. Just look at Pokemon Tournament. Just look at Star Fox Zero. Just look at Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympics. Hell, even look at Twilight Princess HD. Those games didn't sell that great because they know the NX is coming. People didn't rush out to buy those games. And those was all released this year for the Wii U. And I know Color Splash is going to take a huge hit. And I know a lot of DS games, the 3DS is about to take a huge hit. Unless it's Pokemon, that's the only thing that I see taking a huge hit this year. Here. And that's sad because the NX is around the corner. Nobody cares about what Nintendo's putting out right now. They only care about what they're going to put out. Now, that is the NX. That's all people care about for Nintendo right now is the NX. So, Nintendo don't want to rush it to market. They don't want to rush the announcement. When you look at the PlayStation 4 Pro announcement, it was really rushed. It was just, let's just go ahead and announce this thing. Let's just go ahead and show what it do. We're entering the 4K market in gaming. Let's just go out and show how it's going to look on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and boom, and we're out. It was a rush thing. When you actually have hardware announcements, you want to make sure that you have your audience. You want to make sure or you have your notes in line, you want to make sure that the information is not rushed. You want to make sure people take it all in, and that's one of the problems that plagued the Wii U. That the system announcement was rushed. There wasn't much clarification on it. You know, we want to make sure this time that, hey, look, we want people to understand this console. We got a new, unique idea. We want people to take all this information in and be able to process it. And I think that is what Nintendo wants to do with the NX. But you gotta be patient. You gotta wait for the NX, because if you don't wait for the NX, you're gonna be looping around the hole 24 times a day, wandering around your room, maybe drunk on something, waiting for the NX, and you know that it's coming. So why do you continue to pasteurize Nintendo about showing the NX? Why? It's coming. Alright? I can wait for it to be announced. If it's announced the day before the system release, hey look, I'll wait it. I'm okay with it. Alright, I'm going to get some information. If they have to delay the system to make sure everything is right, do it, Nintendo, because you know what? You're a quality made company. Now a lot of companies these days make quality products like you do. They don't just rush new hardware to market just to get some just to get early sales and moolah out of people. Look at the PlayStation 4 Pro. They're rushing that console with the sales. So I can already tell you that the PlayStation Pro is going to have some major key problems day one, because it's so rushing so early. You just announced it and you're already releasing it. But I got enough confidence in Nintendo to know they are not going to rush this console to market because the Wii failed. Nintendo knows how to hold an L, and Nintendo knows how to take wins and hold an L. They don't get too cocky. I know that for a fact. Nintendo doesn't get too cocky, and they don't. And when they lose, they just think of new ways to do it, and they take their time with it. And I think that's the best thing for Nintendo to do. So, do I mind Nintendo taking a long ass time to present the NX? No. Matter of fact, I'm overjoyed that they are taking their time on this system. A well-made system takes time, especially when you have a creative people like Nintendo. They have a lot of creativity on their team. So while everybody's shooting for Nintendo to be like Sony and Microsoft so they can get their consoles out earlier and quicker and be like 4K something, I'd rather Nintendo be themselves, take their time with this console, not rush it to market, and spend a lot of time. When they announce it, I want them to let the fans soak it in. I want them to let the fans soak in the information, make sure they get their point across good and understandable. They don't need no more screw ups like the Wii U. I love the Wii U. And I admit it's a failure. And it was badly misunderstood by the market, so it was hard to sell this game. To sell that console. But now Nintendo is trying to not repeat what they did with the Wii U. They know they rushed the Wii U to market. They knew that they rushed the games, the system to market, because you could tell by the barren of droughts they had. They had so many droughts, you could tell that system was rushed. And I don't want Nintendo to go through this process again. I want Nintendo to take their time. So if they decide to announce it next year, want to reveal it next year, I'll be all for it. Because you know what that tells me? Nintendo's taking their time. And that's what I like. And that's what the thing I like about the Xbox, what they're doing with their console. They're not rushing it to market. They say, hey look, the Scorpio is this. You'll see it next year at E3. You'll see it in full form. But you know it's coming now, so you'll see it at full form. You'll see the big reveal of the system, how it works and how it plays and all that stuff. But right now, we want to work on the system to make sure we can deliver a quality, well-made system. Something Sony is not doing. Sony is about to release two consoles in a 3-month span. September, October, November, they will have 2 new consoles out. While Nintendo announced this console in 2015, They're gonna reveal it sometime this fall. Like they said, it's not in fall yet. We're still in summertime, guys. It may look because it's September, but we're in summertime still. And Nintendo is prepping itself to reveal this thing, but they want to make sure fans get across. I want Nintendo to do whatever it takes to make sure this system is a success. But I don't want them to turn out like Microsoft or Sony. I don't want them to do what like Microsoft or Sony does. Nintendo is too creative to limit themselves like that. And this is what I always gotta say about Nintendo. They just know when they mess up, just go back to the drawing board again. It's gonna take a while before we can process a good idea. But it's the thing though. So yeah, I hate it when I see comments talking about Nintendo needs to hurry up and show off this NX. Nintendo needs to hurry up and show off this NX and stuff like this. I see thirsty for NX news videos. These dudes have this, like, I swear, because I see guys, they are shrugging off Paper Mario Color Splash, they're shrugging off Pokemon Sun and Moon, they're shrugging off the 3DS lineup, they are shrugging off about everything Nintendo is doing right now, all because they want to hear about the NX. But is you a Nintendo fan, or you're a spec fan, because that's what you're doing. And I truly believe that Nintendo has an ace up the sleeve of this console. Why so long with the announcement? They have an ace. They want to make sure, hey, well, this is our ace in the hole. This is how it's going to work for you, and it's going to work for us. This is what you need to understand. This is what I need to understand. And that's what Nintendo does. So when it comes to Nintendo, Nintendo's doing the right thing. I don't blame Nintendo for stalling, because if your last console just failed, you want to make sure everybody processes the next console's information and make use of it. You want to make sure everybody gets the hang of its purpose and why they should have their console. You want to make sure they have the games there to supply that console. You want to make sure all that stuff. So I don't blame Nintendo for waiting this long to take about the Nintendo NX. I don't care if they don't talk about the NX until March. That just shows that Nintendo is working very, very hard. So anywho, that's all I gotta say for this. It's your boy CilverkidWorld, super clever, and oh, by the way, this was a no intro. Deuces.